In the heart of Colombo by the sea, a historical institution stands tall, holding within its walls a treasure trove of knowledge and memories. Today, we bring you the story behind the renovation and modernization of St. Thomas's College Library. Join us on a journey through the time as we explore the rich history and the profound impact this library has had on generations of past and the present Thomians. Founded in 1851, St. Thomas has been a beacon of education and excellence, nurturing the brightest minds of our time. The library, a sacred space within these hallowed halls, has been witness to countless stories that have shaped the life of its patrons.
No school is complete without a library. Even at our inception in Mutwal in 1851, one of the first buildings to be put up was the library building, which provided space for not just a library but also a reading room. Over the years, the library has shifted in location due to the needs of the school, and we have finally found a home for it here on the upper floor of what is known as the old science laboratory. For some time, we have been looking at renovating this space, upgrading the space to not just provide books and space for reading, but also to upgrade in terms of using some of the modern technology that has come into schools to enable children to have access to knowledge building areas. In 2017, the class of '99 approached the school to ask what they could do for us. And when I shared the idea of an upgrading of the library, they jumped at the idea and they came forward with a plan that included 3 phases. Phase 1, to do up the library space itself, to upgrade the space, and phase 2, to do up the archives. We have a very valuable lot of books in our archives and historical material which is of great value, another reading room, and an office and space for the librarians. Phase 3 was to be an audiovisual theatre, and that phase has also now been completed. And the class of '99 is preparing to hand this over to the school in the near future.
Over the decades, this library has evolved, embracing new technologies while preserving its timeless charm. But it's not just the shelves and the books that hold significance. It's the people who have sought knowledge here and their experiences that have left an indelible mark.
As a batch, our objectives were twofold. To help each other out, help our batchmates, and then 2, to give back to college. So as part of giving back to college, I remember in 2017, I came and spoke to Sub-Warden about initially donating some books to the library. And he connected us with the teacher in charge at the time, who kind of showed us what the library looked like and what the state of the library at that time. And we immediately saw an opportunity where we could do much more than just donate books. So we came and gave a proposal to college to refurbish the entire building, rather the library. And we phased it out in 3 stages. The first phase was supposed to be the main hall that you can see here and the admin office. And the second phase was to be the archives room and the literature room. And the third phase was to be the AV room. So we then set about collecting funds, and our batch was very generous, where we were able to collect 7.5 million rupees, and using that we were able to complete the first 2 phases of the project within a year, and we handed that back to college in 2018. Our idea was not just to create a library, but to make it a knowledge hub for the entire school, where various different databases can connect to one place, and college can make use of that. To some extent, we have achieved that. And we now hand it over to college to take it from here and make it the actual knowledge hub that we have envisioned.
The most challenging thing for me was to design in a heritage building, which is a 100-year-old building, because it has very strong characters like the symmetry, right, the double height spaces. So and also do an interior which is slightly contrasting for its heritage character, which represent the modern era, which is the present generation. So if you look at the furniture and whatever that we have done, there are more or less straight edges, which doesn't have any curves, so which represented the modern today's era, and while respecting its the details what is there in the building. So in other words, we try to do a minimum and a very minimalistic design in order to keep the buildings and his heritage, the building's heritage. So that is something that we thought we would do. And if you look at from the beginning, we wanted to enhance the double height spaces by having large flags of the college, which represented the 4 houses. So those are the things that we did, and of course the chandelier that was there, so that which kind of enhances the double height space. The second stage was the archive section, which we wanted to keep the heritage. So the detailing was almost like which gave a character of the building, where you had these timber columns, ornated columns, and so on. So that was like you are going into history, and when a person comes in and when a person reads in that notion was there within him. So we thought we would keep that dark furniture colors, dark oak we have used. Rest was very light, and because of the light coming in from all 4 sides, we want to maintain that maintain the light from all 4 sides. But it was completely different when it comes to the archive section. Then beyond that, there are 2 corridors. Again, symmetry followed it. So we have used 1 corridor to enter this space which we are looking at, which is also a double height space. Again, the purpose is to make it an auditorium, so most of the things were done in darker shades. The 2 arches were very prominent, and that also defined gave some sort of character. So we try to do a textured wall, which also helps in terms of acoustics. The panels that you see behind are done out of Dura compressed straw, and then it's been cladded with cushions and fabric. So keeping to its character, so we wanted to do minimum. So the furniture is very minimum, and it's just simple cushions. Then we kept the earlier design had a ceiling, but again, ceiling was another problem, because this needs constant repairs because of this time, and it needs repairs every now and then. So we have to keep the ceiling exposed. So we got rid of the ceiling, and ceiling is exposed and painted in black. We are trying to bring in lots of timber. We did almost all furniture out of teak wood, because it's important as an institute that you do things to last. So we have used the best of teak so that it will last for another 100 years hopefully, and this becomes something for the future generation.
The library holds a very dear place in the hearts of most Tomians. Most of us have spent time here either reading books or cutting periods and just spend time here. So it holds a very dear place in the hearts of many Tomians. And when we started this project, it was a very special project for the class of 99 to take on and handle. One of the biggest challenges we had was, of course, the sheer budgets of the project, and we had never undertaken such a big project. But to the true nature of Tomians and what the college has instilled in us, all the class of 99 batchmates rallied around this landmark project, and they funded the project from their own personal donations. One of the very interesting facts about this project is this entire project, which was broken into 3 phases, almost 80% of this project was funded by the personal donations of the class of 99 members. I need to, at this point, few people especially Ishan de Lanarol and Rohan de Lanarol of the Lanarol brothers. They organized 2 concerts, so we were able to raise funding through those 2 concerts. The class of '92 who joined us for one of those concerts and helped us raise some funding, and also there were few well-wishers also who supported us to see this project into completion. On top of that, on the final phase of the project, we had to go through a very tough economic condition in the country, COVID, lockdowns. So we weathered all those through and saw the project through. As a batch and as a class group, we had to figure out what our priorities were going to be, in which project we wanted to put our funds towards. So, and I think we took some wise calls, but if you look around today, you can see that hard work has borne much fruit. There is a beautiful place for young Thomians to come and spend time reading, and also to reference some very interesting and very important books that I'm sure that this library has, and most places would only dream of having. And then we have a beautiful AV facility, which is a very modern facility for school to have in such an old building. So we have created a beautiful space, 3 beautiful spaces for young Thomians to take on the legacy of St. Thomas's, be it in the sports field or in the classrooms. All those research can be done here.
I want to thank the class of '99 that through all the changing scenes of the last few years, through COVID, through an economic crisis, and through so many difficulties, they've come together and rallied around the school in order to provide this upgraded library facility for the boys of the school of today and of tomorrow. I hope that this facility will be used well and that it will enhance the learning experience of the boys at college for many years to come. So thank you, class of '99, and all those who supported this project, and we look forward to using it as we go forward. Esto Perpetua.